This week, how asset blindness is hurting older Americans.
Building relationships is the way Mutual of Omaha has grown into one of the leading financial services companies in the world. Our reverse mortgage wholesale division is proud to carry on this 100-plus year tradition. To your borrowers, a reverse mortgage is more than a transaction. It's a promise of a better, more stress-free life. Our goal is to provide you, our valued client, with the best service and support possible so you can focus on helping your borrowers achieve the retirement of their dreams.
Welcome back to the Industry Leader Update. Asset blindness is reducing older Americans' quality of life and standard of living. For some, it means working into perpetuity, and for others, it's retiring with a lower standard of living than they had enjoyed during their working years. The percentage of older Americans who remain in the workforce is increasing. In fact, the number of workers aged 55 to 64 now exceeds pre-pandemic levels. That according to a May 2024 Employee Benefits Research Institute report. And this is not surprising considering the rapid increase in the cost of living in just the last 3 years as inflation continues to ravage consumers' pocketbooks. Today, older homeowners representing a broad swathe of income brackets, they're all grappling to decide to answer this question. Can I realistically afford to retire, or will I need to remain working? And the choice is particularly relevant for peak baby boomers, or those born between the years 1959 and 64, who are just turning 65 this year. Over half of peak boomers have $250,000 or less in assets, and that increases their need to draw from retirement savings. More than ever before, older workers are grappling with the question, will I have to work until I die to make ends meet? Sadly for some, the answer is yes. However, many older Americans are unnecessarily returning to the daily grind, unaware of the solution that's literally right over their heads. Yet many of these well-intentioned and hardworking homeowners would never consider tapping into what is their largest asset, their home. The substantial equity in the home is often ignored, because the parents intend to pass it on to their adult children. However, as we discussed last week, most older adult children will sell the home that they inherit from their parents within a few short years. Well-intentioned inheritance plans often create a sizable blind spot when accounting for one's assets. This asset blindness is especially harmful to more than half of Americans, older Americans, with an annual income of $30,000 or less. That cohort would be your typical needs-based reverse mortgage borrower. However, inheritance concerns are not the only reason that many are blind to their accumulated home equity. The blinders placed on many financial advisors is another. Many financial professionals are strictly prohibited from discussing or recommending reverse mortgages, with many companies going as far as to even scrub their advisor's email for any reference to the loan. A 2021 Pew Research Center study underscores how this prohibition is a disservice to financial professionals' clients. Pew found that the typical retirement account balance was $76,000, while the average home equity held was $174,000. But let's say we have a household that has $250,000 in total retirement savings. For example, a couple needs $4,000 each month to meet their living expenses, but they only bring in $1,800 in Social Security benefits. That leaves a gap of $2,200 a month that must come from either savings or income. Assuming they don't return to work, their nest egg would only last a little over 9 years, not accounting for investment returns, interest earned, or inflation. Now, being blind to the potential utility of their largest asset, this couple will have exhausted their savings and will have to make some very unpleasant financial decisions in the future. The consequences of asset blindness can be devastating for older American homeowners. The question is, when will the financial community recognize this and take corrective action? Now, what are your thoughts? Leave your comments in the comments section below. As always, please share this video on LinkedIn with other like-minded mortgage professionals. We do have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe, and if you found any value in today's episode, be sure to hit the like button. We bring you the latest reverse mortgage news for mortgage professionals in our weekly podcast, HECM World Weekly. We have an audio and a video edition. If you want to listen, you can find us on Apple Music, Spotify, and also on Podbean. In our video version, you can find on HECM World or on YouTube. That's a wrap for us here this week. Be sure to leave your comments below, and we'll see you next Monday for more reverse mortgage news, commentary, and analysis you'll only find here at Hack'em World.